Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thanks for growing with me on today. Thank you for growing in God. Here we grow for a better way. We growing for tomorrow today. For about in God. Here we grow, kings and queens, all around the world. I grow for you. I grow for you. I grow for you. I grow for me. I grow for God daily. Let's see. Each and every day. Give God the praise. We growing in God. We trying to rise. Pass me the side. It ain't about being holy moly. It's just about striving to reach greatness. You striving for greatness in the Lord. You looking to God. You looking to the hills. It's a spiritual journey. You and God. You just growing in God daily. You looking for greatness. You looking for the Lord. You reaching high. Because you know, when you reach high, if you fail, when you shoot for the moon, if you fail, at least you'll be among the stars. You are a star. You are a shining star. Let your light shine and light up the world. Honey, change is you. Change begins with you. That's how you change things around you. Begin to start with you. When you start with you and you give it to the world, guess what? You're going to lift every man, woman, boy, and girl. You're going to lift all around you. That's what we got to do. That's how we begin to change. That's how we begin to live. That's how, when the day comes, when we go to stand before the judge, don't worry about the judge down here. When you go stand before the judge, that's beyond there. When you go stand before the judge, God says, well done, my good and faithful servant. God is not talking about self. He's not talking about just you. What have you done around you? See, we are responsible for one another. We are responsible for each other. Not for our own selfish means, our own selfish reasons. We may have our own reason for wanting to do this and want to do that, but is it in the best interest of those around you? Can you truly say, excuse me, because I get excited in the Lord. When it's time to record, me and my baby just doing a praise break dance. Me and my little grandbaby, we just dancing because it's time to give the Lord the praise. It's time to record for God. It's time to give the people the word of God. The word is not Bible. The word is love. Apply the Bible to your life in righteousness, not foolishness. See, because his eye is on the sparrow. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. As you going forth praying to the Lord, I'm going to go pray. God already knows. God already worked it out. Just like that day, me and my grandbabies in the car, and we were lost. We were going delivering food. And we up in the woods at night. Wasn't no light up there. And I couldn't find a way up out of there. Couldn't even see where we were going. Wasn't really no street lights. I couldn't tell what street was what. The GPS, it take you in that general area, but it's not gonna take you there. The rest is on you. This thing can only do so much. It's not a machine. It's a machine, but it's not human. It's not a human being. Yeah, it can talk to you, tell you all kind of different things. But honey, it's some things it just can't do. When you get done. So see, I don't even fool with Siri. I don't have Siri. Me and Siri ain't got no kind of relationship. Siri don't know me. So see, I just go looking for what I want to see. Whatever I want to find. I don't depend on Siri. I depend on me. I just go ahead see because Siri done let me down a few times. Got me up in the boonies and got me lost, telling me, well, you here? And I didn't know, and here was nowhere. Siri and actually took me on back in some alley somewhere way out of town, said this the street right, wasn't nothing but an alley. Wasn't even no houses, houses, but it was an alley. And this is it, drop the food here. No, Siri got me twisted. So see, I don't really fool with Siri. Siri is me. I go see. I rather see. I rather not depend on Siri. Asking Siri different things. See, because, honey, I'm telling you, we these machines, honey, these machines doing too much. They doing too much in our lives. They taking over some stuff. Now you got self-driving cars. You got a car where the man can lay up, go to sleep. He depend on that car with his life. What? You depend on this machine with your life. So you gonna go to sleep. behind the wheel of the machine. And just like it ain't no big deal. Just like you laying in your bed, ain't nothing coming for you. You can trust a machine to go to sleep. And I know that's not what he made the cars for. I understand that, but you a self-driving car, what else they gonna do? Now, come on. You see the people eating, you see the people sleeping, but see the thing of it is, are these people aware? These are machines. I understand we depend on a lot of things for machines. We depend on planes, trains, and automobile. We depend on all of that. But see, look here. We also in control. See, because he got a pilot, he got a co-pilot, he got a navigator. He got some other different people up there helping him out. Yeah, he got autopilot, but guess what? While it's on autopilot, there's also a co-pilot and a navigator that's sitting there making sure everything is straight. See, he just don't have it on autopilot and then he going to sleep somewhere. Now you can't do that. See, because you got to be in control of this machine. You got to know what this machine getting ready to do because, see, the man told me after I rung up almost $300-something worth of groceries, the man told me the machines had attitude. They didn't want to take my money. They didn't want to take nothing from me. It had attitude. He said, well, you can go over here and ring it out here. Or then I guess I can come here because, see, he was already busy. He had 1,000 things he was doing. He didn't want to ring out for me. Machines everywhere. I need to just go pick another machine. And hopefully this don't have an attitude. But now, you just keep it for free. I go head on. I ain't got time for the foolishness, honey. I do self-checkout when I ain't got to check out that much. So I know better. Honey, it's just the day and times that we living in. We living in some days and times where machines is taking over things. These self-driving cars driving into people, doing different things. Honey, we can't go to sleep. We can't rest. You can't hardly even rest in your house. How you gonna go? Okay, I'm finna go take the car for a drive and take a nap. How you gonna go do that? Go get something to eat and go to sleep in the car while it's dry. Oh, no, honey, no. Baby, we can't do that. Let me tell you something. Common sense ain't common, but let me give you some common sense. Honey, you don't want to depend on that machine like that. Get in there and take a nap. That ain't what you want to do. You don't know what that machine may have some kind of malfunction. Some just didn't want to act right that day, and it ain't going to go that way, and it's going to mess everything else up. See, that's what happens when we do to our bodies. When we put the wrong thing in our bodies, food included. When we put the wrong thing in our body, it mess everything up, make things go all out of whack. Eating all this meat, all this pork, all this fat, all this other stuff. Cholesterol. You better stop eating them egg yolks. Eat them egg whites. Put you just a tiny bit of yolk in there. Eat the egg white. You don't need all that extra cholesterol, that pork, that fat. Fat back. I already know. Great big thick steaks. Honey, who you telling? I had to grow. That big old thick steak T-bones. I used to love the T-bones. Sit right there on my stomach. Honey, I'm telling you, I was having problems. See, I learned that the human body is not meant to digest meat. It's not meant for meat. It ain't. It's not meant for it. It's good, I know. Cheeseburgers, honey, who you telling? Pastrami sandwich, turkey sandwich, ham sandwich, all them sandwich, tripe sandwich. But no, honey, I got to grow. I don't remember what they tasted like, but I know now my life is not my own. In God I belong. So in God I got to put things in so I can grow on. So I can help my body, help me to be here. I got to keep growing in God and do the right things, my dear. So, garbage in, garbage out. No, garbage ain't going in. Keep the garbage out. So I'm going to keep on growing in God. I'm going to keep on trying, striving. Like I say, it ain't holy moly. It ain't that. It's spirituality. It's just striving, just trying. I'm just here to keep trying. I'm going to keep growing. God told me to grow. So I'm just going to keep on growing in God. That's all I know is to grow. Just keep on trying, each and every day. Whether you fall short or whatever, just get up and try again. Just like the sun gonna rise. We rise and set in God. That's what we do. The sun is going to rise, but we rise and set in God, kings and queens. So, we're going to keep on pulling through, no matter what it looked like. If it looked bleak, no matter what it looked like to me, to you, Another blow, we gotta grow. We keep growing through blows. You know, I'm telling you, that's what we gonna do. We gonna grow through. Because look, God is pulling you. God got you. You know, God got you all along, even as you grow through. Because you're not here going through. You are born to be alive. You are here to grow through. You are here being tried, being seasoned, trials and tribulations. That's the reason, to give God the glory for your story, so you can use your life as the gift to live all around you. See a need, sow a seed. Go ahead and sow, kings and queens. Go ahead, keepers of the dream. You are the author of your destiny. If you don't believe, who will believe for thee? You got to believe for you and believe in you. You got to make it happen for you. Opportunity and already knocked for you. You know what you got to do. Do the godly thing. Let God do you and go on and make it do what it do. That's how you got to do, kings and queens. I'm telling you, God is the author and finisher of our faith. But honey, here on this earth, we are the authors. We are the author of our destiny. We got to grow forth in God, because see, God got beautiful plans laid out for you. God got a beautiful pathway, but look, the spiritual warfare is out there. See this and that. See a way to get this and that. And I'm gonna go over here. Let me go see this. Let me go try over here. Let me dibble and dabble. You know, let me run over here, do this, do some of this, do some of everything. All over here. All loaded up. I'm lost. Where God at? What happened to God? You seeing God? Let me step up and see if God didn't know. It's too much foolishness. Where God at? See, you got to go find God again. God is already there, honey. Never left you. By the spirit that is within you. That's where God is at. God is already there within you. What you got to do is stop doing you. Start letting God do you. Start rising up in God. I'm turning for another way. No, I'm not going there today. I ain't gonna let you take me there today. I'm gonna keep on striving. I know what you say about me, but I'm gonna keep on striving to reach my greatness. See, because what you gonna do, see, you gonna be the dead weight that keeps me from flying. I'm a butterfly in God. I'm here to pollinate, love the earth, the world, spread love, sow love. That's what I'm here to do. But see, dead weight hold a butterfly down. That's why it's got to go through the cocooning process. Got to release all that. It's got to release his wings. Got to shape up. You know, get ready to shape up. Because when a butterfly come out the cocoon, it start flapping. Start flapping them wings, drying them off. It's time to go. It's time to roll. We got a job. The butterfly already know. It's time to grow. See, ain't nobody got to school the butterfly. It already know as it's cocooning, getting the wisdom. It's getting the wisdom. It know what to do. When it come out of the cocoon, it start flapping and drying them wings. It's time to pollinate. It's time to do the godly thing. So kings and queens, that's what we here to do. We here to pollinate, do the godly thing. We here to sow love everywhere. Everywhere you grow, sow love. Leave them laughing. If you can't leave them laughing, leave them smiling, honey. Kindness goes a long way. It really does, for a better way. Kindness goes a long way. But what kindness is not is weakness. Kindness is not weakness. Kindness is exactly what it is, and that's kindness. So let's not let no one take your don't let nobody change you. Be who you are. You know, just that you gotta love some folks from a distance. Because some people just don't know. You know, and look, that ain't how we grow. You don't try to use somebody as a stumbling block. You don't get all in the way. You don't hold them back from their dreams this day and every day. We here to live. We here to lift one another, lift all around us. We are here for each other. As we grow, life goes on. Life just happens. And we go with life. We have to. We ain't gonna die in a spiritual warfare. So we just go on and go with life, honey. And stuff happens. You could be doing everything right. Here comes some messed up stuff. Stuff just happened. But the one thing I know while stuff happening, trials and tribulations. I'm a warrior on top for God. I'm coming through for the Lord like a champ. I'm telling you, I'm coming through, honey. I literally, really can hold my fists up, run up and down the steps. I'm telling you I can, honey, because see, that's how I feel about God. On fire for God. I am. I'm on fire. I understand I'm in a battle. I understand I'm in the war, but guess what? The battle belongs to God. The battle ain't even mine. The battle is the Lord's. It ain't none of yours either. It belongs to God. So see, cast your cares unto the Lord. God already knows. God already working it out. May not worked out, but God working it out anyway. It's going to work out in the end in God's timing, in his will, in his timing, all for God, all about God in God. That's how we got to grow. That's how we got to roll. See, because it's not my will. It's not thy will. It's God's will. In God's timing, we'll rule. And that's how I got to be, kings and queens. We got to give it over to God. I mean, it is something to just right now be real with you. And I'm in the lighthouse, and it's so peaceful right now. And I'm just lavishing and really enjoying this peace. And as I grow, different things are happening. I don't know if my grandbaby's gonna go with his dad or not. There's some different things with that. But I just have to do what's in front of me. And he has been in front of me for the past 8 years. And as long as God will have him in front of me, I will raise my grandson. But it is becoming, he really needs to be with his dad. And his dad said he wants to assess the situation, but my grandson doesn't want to live with his dad. He would rather go be with his brother. So, I don't know. I would rather raise him. But I would rather him be with his dad. I want to see him and spend time with him and raise him as my grandson, not as my son. He should be with his father. So, this is a situation that I'm praying and meditating on, and what is in the best interest of my grandson. Not in the best interest of me, not in the best interest of his dad, but what is in the best interest of my grandson, and what does my grandson want to do? He's about to be 9 years old. He has a say-so in what he would like to do also. So, I just pray. That's all I do is pray. I prayed today that my daughter was down there getting clothes and stuff together, and I didn't know what she was doing. She was down there getting all her clothes together. Next thing you know, I didn't hear anything anymore. And I picked the baby up, went downstairs to see where she was. Because she said she was taking a shower and getting some clothes together. Next thing I know, she left all of his stuff, and she had moved to Texas. So, I raised him for the next 8 years. Me and his dad going back and forth. Now, okay, he's out of the baby stage. Now here it's time for you to take over. And I don't know that he's quite ready. His actions say a whole lot. You can say a lot with your mouth, but actions say a whole lot. So I have to think of what's best in the best interest of him. Let dad weigh in. Dad, what do you want to do? So that's what I'm dealing with, kings and queens. But God is good. I just go with the flow of the Lord in all things. That's what I do. I strive daily in God. I just turn and serve righteousness. It's not about being holy moly. It ain't about you all this and all that. You just trying. You just striving. You just trying to do the right thing. But sometimes messed up stuff happens. It does. Greatness. Destination up ahead. Greatness. Greatness in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Over. I love you, kings and queens. Let's rise.